This is a subreddit about aesthetics. I discovered it a while ago, but I just decided to make a video of it. Okay, this is a picture, and yeah, this kind of looks, I don't know if it's dark or if it's cloudy, but that's an interesting sky color, but I like it when rainbows are like in front of dark places, so it looks interesting. Okay, this is pastel colored Russia. This looks real, but maybe it's a photo. I guess they edited it because this doesn't look like it would actually look like this because it's the sky is kind of pink, which I haven't really seen that before, and the moon is pink as well, but um, I guess that is a great color scheme. I don't know if I've seen this very much, but yeah, that's really nice. I like how it just looks refreshing, I guess. I like these kinds of aesthetics in general, but this is like, I haven't seen this very much, so it does look interesting to me. I'm assuming that's water, but it could be something else. Okay, this is a desk, but I wonder why this person just put a bunch of white spheres on it, because it could be used for a lot of things, like you could put your computer here, but no, you just put those there. I guess it's just for decoration, so they don't care. Just kidding. I do like the aesthetics where it looks like the objects are glowing. Yeah, this is an interesting aesthetic, but I don't think I've seen this one very much either. Okay, this is Tokyo at night, I guess. It looks like there's a lot of lights. I do like the aesthetics where it's like a city at night and has a bunch of lights, because a lot of times we do interesting stuff with them. But this is mostly blue, which is like, usually they have more than that, but I guess it's just really dark. Wait, this is a photo. It would be cool to see that in real life, but it's probably edited. Okay, there's an interesting aesthetic. I wonder what that tube is, because I don't think that would be in real life, because that's just like, that's really weird. It's probably not supposed to represent an object, but there's a ball inside of it for some reason, and a ball on the other end. Okay, anybody who is here, I hope it's not too hot for you, because it looks like you wouldn't want to be there for too long. I mean, I'm sure some of these are AI generated, and they look like they're not AI, like they're not labeled like they're AI generated. Um, they could be in this video, but I'm trying to make sure they're not. Okay, there's this, which I've seen this a lot. I guess they're just in this old car and drinking Pepsi, but yeah, I want to see like what kinds of things they're doing there. The title says "Wish We Could Turn Back Time." Okay, this is I'd like to go here, but I don't know what they're doing here. Okay, this is a giant squid, I guess. It would be cool to see like a squid that looked like that in real life, but that's probably not possible. Also, it seems like it would be a good time to be here in one of the boats, but I don't know what they'd be doing. It's a very different kind of subreddit from what people usually make videos of and what I usually make videos of. So sorry if it's kind of weird, because I don't really know if I commentate on this. Okay, I like the aesthetics where it just looks surreal and there's just these floating objects in them. This looks pretty simple, but I guess it's a Dyson sphere because that's what the title says. Well, the title is Dyson sphere. I'm not saying the title said it's a Dyson sphere. Okay, here's a very 2020s looking aesthetic. Like, it looks like something that would be popular this decade. Probably inspired off of older ones, but still, I guess this is, like, the whole air looks like it's kind of distorted, but this looks like it could be a pool. I don't know what else it would be. Well, not the actual place, but this looks like it would be a place that was like the same building as a pool. Oh, there's this. I guess like there's ground next to the house, but we can't see it. Actually, it looks like it's suggesting there isn't ground next to the house and you just have to walk on the sidewalk. Imagine falling off the sidewalk. Just kidding. I wonder what's inside the house. So, this is just some kind of like large city, like probably in the middle of it, but I like when the aesthetic has like a sky that looks really nice, and usually it's during sunrise or sunset, but this is just a place with like a lot of apartments, I guess. Okay, there's this. This looks like a place that a lot of people would go to vacation at, like not the building, but the place, the like the area, I guess. That's probably California because there's palm trees and mountains in the background. Okay, this looks like a liminal space, so I just wanted to put it in here. This is a photo that it's probably edited a little bit. This looks like a place that I wouldn't feel safe walking here, but if I was in a car or like a vehicle here, I'd feel safe. Well, here's this. This is like there's a lot of liminal space pictures that have this aesthetic. I think it's this aesthetic. Um, it's weird how there's a bunch of really like geometric shapes here, and then there's just a bunch of rocks, and that's not geometric. I feel like the water here would be very warm, like it would be heated, but like it looks weird because it looks like an ocean, but the entire like area it's contained in, or the entire container is artificial and made of concrete. This is an aesthetic that has actually been appearing a lot this decade, especially in the middle. And I think that it's a lot better than the flat aesthetic that we had for a while in the 2010s. Oh wait, this isn't advertising. I actually knew it was an advertising. I kind of wanted to put it in here because it is an aesthetic, and like it's not a post of the subreddit, so I don't want to count this as one of the. This video is going to be longer because I want to make sure the time that all the posts take up is at least 10 minutes, and this is not one of them, but I just kind of wanted to put it in here because it was like it was kind of similar to the topic of this subreddit. Is this legal? I don't know. Probably every post in this, like putting all of the posts in this video, it is illegal because like there's way too many laws that like no one knows about in the US, and that's where I live. Oh, another like tropical. I don't know. It's probably not tropical. Why did I say that? Another one of these looking aesthetics, but this kind of looks like a building that not many people would go to, and they would just and there's a dark secret there. I don't know why. Oh, there's this. I like this. I'm assuming this is Mario Kart. There's a Luma over there, so I guess, or Luna, I forgot what it's called. So I guess this is Mario Kart. This aesthetic is really fun for racing, but I don't really want to. If I was there in real life, that would be scary because it's kind of thin, and you'd probably be driving there, and you'd fall off. I do like it when you see different aesthetics in real life, and I'm sure some of them you have to edit and some of them you don't. I don't think they had to edit this picture, but yeah, I'd like seeing this. Party Crasher. Maybe don't do that. I know it's fun, but you're gonna have to get a new car. Okay, it's actually a waterproof car. In fact, it's designed to like go in water when off-roading. Wait, why is this for off-roading? This doesn't look like it's for off-roading. I mean, it doesn't look like an off-roading car, but it is. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Okay, I just kind of made up that dialogue for some reason. I don't know why, but why do people should be careful with cars. Why did you have to drive it in the pool? Maybe you were mad at the person who owned it and was trying to destroy it because of that. Okay, I like this. It's another one of these, and this looks like it would actually be fun to be in the storm. Like, you'd want to be outside when you're in the storm and not inside. I do also like it when, like, storms where you want to be inside when it's happening, but you're, like, doing cozy stuff inside, but you can still see and hear the storm outside. But this is one of those times where it looks like you'd want to be outside. Um, that is a huge ocean, though. I wonder how big it is. Well, a huge body of water. I like buildings where there's a lot of glass and most of the walls are just you can see outside and inside with them. So you can still see outside even when you're inside. Even most of the places inside. Oh, there's a November forest a sec. I do think it's interesting when all the trees look dead and it's like it's not snowy yet, but it's still really cold, and yeah, these buildings look pretty cool as well. Rainy day at lake. This looks familiar, but I haven't seen it very much. Okay, even if a lot of these are AI, like I'm fine with that because it looks pretty similar to the aesthetic, but what I don't like is if they just don't, they don't feel the same, but like they're still getting popular, I guess, because I mean, I'm fine with them being popular if it's like if it actually feels like the aesthetic, but if somebody like made the aesthetic, like they're probably doing it just fine because like humans are probably still better at imitating aesthetics than AI, but like if they're not getting as popular as the AI ones that aren't don't feel like the aesthetic, that's what I wouldn't like, I guess. I do like rainy days, but like I don't know much about this aesthetic, so I'm not going to talk about it very much. 8-bit Oasis. Okay, I like it when these pictures look pixelated. It looks like the lighting's pretty realistic, but it's still pixelated. But I wonder what those balls are made of. I mean, they're like if those were like physical objects, I wonder what they'd be made of. There's this aesthetic where it's a bunch of like roads in the sky. Like it would be interesting to drive in the sky instead of on the ground. This reminded me of like it would be interesting if there were some roads that were not made for getting places or infrastructure, but they were made just for fun. But I feel like they would have a lot of accidents on them, so they'd be a terrible idea. But if there were trains for that, for just for fun, and like for like looking at beautiful natural scenery, I mean, that would be pretty good. And I'm sure there's already some of those. Okay, this is an aesthetic with weird 3D objects where it kind of looks like it's not even a solid. Like I feel like I could easily, like I could just squeeze it and it wouldn't be a solid, but it definitely is supposed to look like a solid. That is a strange material. Okay, this is probably supposed to look like Frutiger Arrow. I used to think it was a real aesthetic because I saw it in pictures that made it look like it was an actual aesthetic, because but apparently it might have not been an actual aesthetic. I don't believe it is anymore because I saw the JJ, I don't know how to pronounce the last name, video saying it wasn't real. And I believed it because it was by someone who was old enough to remember when that was popular and know what was going on. But I do think it would be awesome if more buildings looked like this back then, but I think not that many looked like this, but some looked like this. Okay, I like this, but it has more strange objects that don't even look like solid. This kind of looks like Vaporwave, I guess. Like a kind of Vaporwave. I don't remember Vaporwave, like, when that kind of stuff was actually around, but like the stuff the Vaporwave art is inspired by, but I think I still saw some of it in my childhood, probably like, um, it was probably like something that wasn't updated since then, or I don't know, I think I've seen that a few times, but I mostly saw the Frutiger Arrow looking stuff. Overcast, that's what the title is. There's more strange objects. These look like they could be made of glass or transparent plastic though. There's a There's some arches in the back. I wonder what that's supposed to represent. I wonder if it's a bridge or just like some arches. Okay, I like this. This makes the drinks look appetizing. It's just I like these drinks, and this is a great representation of why, I guess, of like what it feels like to drink it. But I wonder what those are. It's probably alcohol, but I haven't had alcohol yet because I live in the US and I'm not old enough yet. Okay, these are simple textures, but it would be interesting if there was a diner that had this kind of furniture and architecture. Okay, that is a really nice looking. Oh, I like this aesthetic. The floor is tilting, and it's interesting. Like buildings that would look like this would be interesting, but it seems kind of scary because it seems like some creepy like stuff will just happen that like you might accidentally end up in a dangerous room, but like it's just kind of chaotic and hard to like know what's gonna happen, I guess. And this is just a floating guitar and some stairs. I guess this is just trying to make it look like you can just get this and you can just walk up there and get the guitar. I don't know what it's supposed to represent, but it's probably something like... Never mind, I don't know how to say this. It looks like that guitar was really well taken care of because it looks new. Okay, there's this. That does make Pepsi look appetizing. I have tried it and it's not that good. Sorry if you like it, but it's just kind of, it doesn't taste bad, but it just, I don't really care that much, I guess. Like, it feels like it doesn't really know what it's trying to taste like. Of course it's cola, but, yeah, it doesn't, it tastes like a bunch of random flavors just put in a drink, I guess. And that's the same with Coca-Cola to me, but I like Coca-Cola just a little bit better. Oh, some aesthetics, I guess, have these metal humans, but they probably didn't come from here because this place doesn't look like it has any metal. Sometimes I don't know what to say with these posts. I just want to make these weird jokes about them, but like, that's what I think of, but I don't know what to say about some of these. I hope they're not lost. They look like they're in the middle of the desert. Okay, I like this. It looks like chrome, but I don't know. I don't know what it's supposed to look like. It looks like it's in the sky. I guess that's where it is. I wonder if that building is like tall enough to reach the clouds or if it's just floating. Okay, this is just a bunch of clouds, but it's still an aesthetic. It's very gray. It doesn't have much colors, I guess. Like hues, I guess, but I like this kind of weather. It just makes you want to go outside. Okay, I like the clouds having a thick outline for some reason. The buildings are they seem like they'd be boring, but with this aesthetic it doesn't look boring, of course, but they're just kind of boxy. Okay, there's a really cool looking car. I don't usually see cars where they have lights in the wheels. I like when cars are fancy and have a bunch of lights and stuff, but of course it's not practical, but I do like those. I'm gonna drive through this cloud. That's gonna be a great idea. Wait, it looks small, but apparently... Oh, I can't see now. How big is this cloud? Let me go back. I don't know which way is back, never mind. Okay, that won't happen here, of course, because this is a very small cloud, but they won't be able to see where they're going for a short amount of time. Wait, it says soft car explosion. That's what the title is. I guess this car is fine, but it exploded. So it's a flying car. it looks like, but people keep saying they want flying cars because it's the future, but like, that's just a helicopter. Like, we had flying cars before the 1980s. We actually do have them now, but they're kind of novelties for rich people, and very few people have them. Like, actual cars that aren't helicopters. Okay, this is a bunch of... I don't know what those are. I guess they're cassettes, but what if you fell in a river or something and then there was a bunch of cassettes and you were drowning, and for some reason this picture just made it look like the person was drowning in a river with a bunch of these in it. If there really were a bunch of these in water, it would probably make it easier to not drown. Actually, I feel like they would fall. They would sink instead of float. It looks like this person wants to watch something on the TV. I wonder what they're gonna watch.